my students were making fun of each other because they had African names and because they are dark skinned. I had to put it to a stop. Do either one of y'all believe in racism exists or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So how would you be any different if you make fun of African names? How would you be different from a white racist that makes fun of black people? Any black person?
You mean like if I were to be white?
No. How would you be any different from a white person making fun of any black person?
Maybe. Why are you like?
How would that be any different?
Maybe because like nowadays people joke around about racism and stuff like that.
What? So you're saying there is a difference or there's not a difference?
But like if a black person acts racist to another black person, then like it's not really that racist because like you're the same racist.
Then it's not that racist, which means it's still racist.
No, like it's,
Isn't it? I'm using your words. That's what
it's not racist. Because,
it's not
like,
racist.
You're
What
the
is it?
same race.
Right?
You're the same race. So like if you're joking about him being black, then
So
that means
can
you're
I
joking
ask
about
you something?
yourself.
See, this right here is something that most white teachers, most Hispanic teachers will not touch. And this is what I mean by socialization process. Teaching our children how to relate to one another, how to relate to others, how to handle different situations, how to respond, when to respond, how not to respond, what is racist, what's not racist. All of these things is happening in the classroom. How do you treat a black male? How do you treat a black female? How do you approach them? How should you not approach them? Things you shouldn't say to one another. Things that are a byproduct of racism. If you leave this up to another culture, it will not be done in a way that benefits our culture, the black culture. That's why we have to take these things seriously. It's not okay to make fun of someone for who they are. And if they so happen to be black, you shouldn't be making fun of them because they are black. If you are of African descent, you should not be made fun of because you're African. This can no longer go on. I couldn't believe that modern day, our children are still calling Africans African booty scratchers. To this day, I can't believe Africans think African Americans are lazy and dumb. But this is happening. And if we don't get more black males in the classroom, more black females in the classroom, it's going to continue. And see, this harms our ability to work with one another and build with one another as adults. If as kids, we're so used to tearing each other down and using the same racist tactics that racist people use on us. Colorism, talking about our hair, all of this is a byproduct of colonialism and racism. This should not be going on. And if we don't have strong black people in the classroom to call this out and tell our students that this is not right and that this is a part of racism, then we're going to have serious problems as adults, which we have now. We have a hard time relating to one another and building with one another and solving problems that we have with one another. If we can successfully solve problems consistently in our community, we're going to do great things as a black community. We need to be able to work with one another and solve problems while working with one another, not throwing each other away. But if we can't socialize our kids in the classroom, because that's where our kids are in the classroom, then we're going to have tons of problems. So we have to stop this. It's okay to be who you are. It's okay if your hair is coarse and nappy. It's okay if you're dark skinned. And we cannot allow our kids to continue to demean and belittle other black kids for being who they are, which is beautiful geniuses. I love our kids. I love our people. But we need more black people in the classroom to help properly socialize our children.